When you think of Texas, you probably think of cowboy boots, Stetson hats, the movie Giant, and the phrase, "Howdy, y'all." But as someone who was born and raised here, I can tell you most non-Texans don't know the half of it when it comes to Texas facts. Hi everyone, my name is Wendy Pennell and I am a realtor and a broker here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and have been for over 13 years. I've also lived here in the great state of Texas since 1975, and today I want to tell you 10 crazy facts about Texas. Okay, crazy fact number 1. There is a Texas ranch that is bigger than the entire state of Rhode Island. Yep, you heard that right. The King Ranch in South Texas covers 1,289 miles. Compare that to the size of Rhode Island, which is 1,212 miles. There's also a windmill farm that's about 7 times the size of Manhattan. A little history on King Ranch. Well, in 1853, Captain Richard King purchased a creek-fed oasis in the Wild Horse Desert of South Texas. King Ranch now covers 825,000 acres or 1,289 square miles, more land than the state of Rhode Island. Over the course of over 160 years, King Ranch led some of the first cattle drives, developed multiple breeds of cattle, bred the finest quarter horses, and produced champion thoroughbreds. Second crazy fact about Texas, it is illegal to milk someone else's cow in Texas. Texas is pretty quirky, and all it takes is a look at its legal code to see that. The state still has plenty of strange, antiquated laws that will definitely raise your eyebrows. For instance, it's illegal to sell your eye, to dust a public building with a feather duster, to milk somebody else's cow, and to shoot a buffalo from the second story of a hotel. And you absolutely cannot let a camel run loose on the beaches of Galveston. On the other hand, it's totally legal for you to shoot and kill Bigfoot if you happen to see him out and about. Here's your third crazy fact. Six Flags theme parks owe their name to Texas history. When Angus Wynn decided to open his first theme park in 1961, he wanted to call it something that would serve as an homage to his home state history. From that inspiration came the amusement park Six Flags Over Texas in Arlington, which pays tribute to the fact that in its entire history, Texas has been owned by 6 different countries. Crazy fact number 4, the phrase "don't mess with Texas" comes from an anti-litter campaign. This tough phrase was actually invented by an advertising agency in 1985 for the Texas Department of Transportation. The "Don't Mess with Texas" campaign still works today to educate the public and prevent littering. Had enough? No? Okay, here's crazy fact number 5. Texas is more than twice the size of Germany. Texas is bigger than you think it is. Clocking in at 268,497 square miles, Texas is larger than every country in Europe and could easily fit a handful of European countries within its borders. If you were to strategically juxtapose the shape of Texas over a map of Europe, you could cover the cities of Paris, Prague, Milan, Amsterdam, Brussels, Munich, and Florence. Not to mention 1 in every 12 Americans lives in Texas. When they say everything's bigger in Texas, they're not kidding. Crazy fact number 6, Texas has its own Pledge of Allegiance. If Texas is one thing, it's proud. Some Texans boast that the state is the only one that's allowed to fly its state flag at the same height as the American flag. Well, in fact, all states are technically allowed to do this, but most don't. Students are also required by state law to recite both the American Pledge of Allegiance and the Texas Pledge every morning. Here's how that one goes. Honor the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible. Having fun yet? Okay, here's crazy fact number 7. The U.S. has 3 power grids, one for the East, one for the West, and one for Texas. Yeah, Texas gets its own separate power grid. It all has to do with the state's commitment to avoiding federal regulations. According to the Texas Tribune, in 1935, President Franklin D. Roosevelt signed the Federal Power Act, which charged the Federal Power Commission with overseeing interstate electricity sales. By not crossing state lines, Texas utilities avoided being subjected to those federal rules. Crazy fact number 8, Austin has the most live music venues per capita in the entire United States. The capital of Texas, Austin, boasts the claim of being the live music capital of the world. Austin is home to more than 1,900 bands and performing artists and more than 250 concert venues. Whether you come into town for one of the many music festivals or you're just taking a stroll down the iconic 6th Street, you're sure to hear some incredible music while you're there. Crazy fact number 9, the word Texas means friends. Texas was originally known as Tejas. It was named by the native people who lived here before the Spanish conquest. The name is a Hassani word for friends or allies. Today, the Texas state motto is simply friendship. Okay, are you ready for crazy fact number 10? Dr. Pepper is a Texas native. Dr. Pepper is one of the oldest and, in many people's opinions, most delicious soft drinks out there. It was invented by Charles Alderton, a pharmacist at Morrison's Old Corner Drugstore in Waco in 1885. Alderton was inspired by the scent of the drugstore, a mix of fruity syrups, and decided to make a carbonated drink to match the smell. In fact, the Dr. Pepper Museum, located in the 1906 Artesian Manufacturing and Bottle Company, makes for a great stop if you're ever in Waco. So there you have it, 10 of the craziest facts about Texas. Listen, if you found this video helpful or even mildly amusing, drop me a comment below. And if you're thinking about buying or selling, did we just become best friends? Definitely reach out to me so we can get acquainted. Guys, listen, thank you so much for watching and have a great day.